IEDP 2015. Once upon a time, in a land far away, a group of young leaders were called together on a quest, one that would change their lives forever. And although they were rivals by legacy and trade, they were asked to come together. Thus began the Fellowship. The Fellowship Leadership Quest. They started off at Vitsendale, where they were prepared for the journey ahead. They were taught not to concentrate on dosh, that the future is all about innovation, and the key is to reduce cost and increase value 10 times more value.
He told you time.
They never knew that their head, heart, and hands could be such powerful leadership tools.
Paves the way for the birth of another.
Come on, people. Stay open for me. Are you with me?
We can change the river's course.
I'm like you, then.
You don't know who I am, do you?
The sages were relentless as they whipped them into shape and prepared them for the journey ahead. Just as they were about to set off on the long-awaited quest, they realized, friends, Roman, countrymen, have you seen the brief? What brief? I don't have the brief. Do you have the brief? Where's the brief? Where is the brief? Their journey took them past the cliffs of the north, past a bright star made of silver, and into the heart of the cradle of man, to Kloofzicht Highlands. Here, they had to look deep within themselves to understand their individual stories and to come face to face with who they really were. They were guided by Big Chief Talking Bull. It is here, as they opened up and shared stories of their lives, that the bonds of fellowship were forged in the fires of the Highlands. They learnt about strategy and how strategy shapes the future. It is ultimately a game of thrones. They learnt about professional etiquette in front of courts, jesters, and the media. They learnt that the Asian tigers were growing in dominance and power, while the rest of the world moved ahead and profited. They were texting. The journey was grueling, and it took its toll on the young leaders as they worked, researched. They then traveled across many mountains and a lake as wide as the sea to the Pearl of Africa, to a place known as Ugandarin. Here, they visited many other kingdoms along the way and began to understand why Africa was being hailed as the last frontier. With a deep breath and a will to succeed, they battled the heat, the traffic, the dreaded borders, and conquered the source of the Nile. The journey continued, and with each step forward, with each new reading or assignment, the young leaders realized they were changing in ways they did not expect, viewing the same world with a completely different set of eyes. next phase of the journey would challenge them to the core. Londinium. Here, the sages were on point, tough, and pushed the leaders on their views of the world and how rapidly the kingdoms were changing. It was here that the reality of the true enemy made itself known. The enemy was everywhere. The threat was already growing. The leaders strategized, and under the cover of elaborate business proposals, went on a quest of mystery shopping. While they infiltrated the heart of the enemy to understand how it lived and breathed, they did find time to enjoy their fellowship, and they most certainly found time to shop and shopping. And they stopped to celebrate a birthday, and some more shopping. The young leaders again worked through the night to meet their deadlines and battle their competition. They knew that soon they would be returning to their kingdoms, wise in the ways of the world. But it was then that the epiphany happened, and that was, the true leadership journey was only beginning. A person does not set out to be a leader, but becomes one by the quality of actions and the integrity of the intent.